Okay, I straightened my hair, but I don't know if I like it.
Just run away with me, darling.
Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Mary. It's gonna be like a get ready with me thing, where I just talk about things no one really cares about, but I care about them and I think they're interesting. It's very rainy and windy right now, which I'm very happy about. So if you hear that, oops. I'm going through a One Direction phase currently, so this video is gonna be very One Direction focused. Oh, look, I got a new primer. So I'm kind of going through a One Direction thing right now. I just watched a movie last night. I didn't see it in a while, so this is real nice. Yeah, but it's the 10-year anniversary on July 23rd. So I've just been in a 1D mood. I went to a One Direction concert in 2012, and that's when I like joined the fandom. But I was like 8 or 9. So like obviously I wasn't like active in the fandom, I was just a One Direction fan. And it's so weird because like joining it now and like actually being a part of the fandom is insane. And like there's so many things I didn't know happened that I'm learning about, and I'm just like, holy shit. I didn't realize that One Direction fans hacked into airport security until like recently. I didn't know how shitty Simon Cowell was. I know he was shitty, I know we hated him, I know he like treated the boys bad. I didn't know the extent of it until I watched this like video on like all the like shit, and holy crow. Most of the stuff I'm getting is from a video by this girl Jasmine. I'll link it down below. If I was in One Direction, I would have left too. I would have fucking pulled a Zayn. Basically, like they were on the X Factor, and on the X Factor they got this huge following, which like never happens to like bands on the X Factor. But they were 5 young, good-looking boys who were talented. So like obviously, you know, girls are like, oh my gosh, like I love you. So like even if they didn't win the X Factor, Simon would have signed them to his label anyway. Like that was always a plan. Like whether they won or not, they were gonna get a record deal because they were this huge band. Simon saw it and he was like, oh, we can make money off of this. They were more of a brand than a band. It makes me so angry talking about this. All the boys had like set like thing that they were. Like Louis was like the funny, goofy one. Harry was like the flirty, like, you know, guy who loves girls. Liam was like the sensible one and like the dad. Zayn was mysterious. And then Niall was like also like a funny Irish one. Like that was their brand. They all had like individual brands that like were really forced on them. So Zayn was like the mysterious one, right? But Zayn was saying how he's not like mysterious or like really shy. Like he wears his heart out on his sleeve, you know? He cares about his family. He's a good guy. His image of being the like shy, mysterious one, people were like mean and like called him a terrorist and were just awful. Simon didn't do shit about that. He didn't do shit. He didn't care. Louis' brand like changed from like the funny, like kind of boyfriendy type to like this like party guy who drinks and smokes all the time. Simon flew Louis out to his house alone and was like, Louis, you need to change your brand. Like it's just not working. There are so many like instances where like the guys are like talking about Simon and you can see Louis like just like being like over it. And there are clips of him like on the X Factor when he was a judge, like of just being so irritated by Simon. It's so funny. Simon was a shitty person and Psycho is a shitty label. Louis left the label and everyone was happy for him. You don't announce you're leaving a record label, and if you do, people don't congratulate you when you do. But that happened because Psycho was a shitty label and everyone knew how shitty things were for Louis when he was under that label. Even being a part of a One Direction, like it was so shitty. And like One Direction's management didn't give a shit about Louis or Niall at all. Like no one believed in them at all. Like during the Up All Night era and Take Me Home era, they had like the least amount of solos. And when they did have solos, they were short, or sometimes like they were like parts where like another guy would come in and like harmonize with them. It just infuriates me. And like some shows where they would just cut off Niall's mic during a solo so he couldn't sing. Like so you couldn't hear him. And Louis would have to like give Niall his mic because they cut off Niall's mic so he couldn't sing. Literally like fans trended hashtag let Niall sing on Twitter. It just makes me so angry. Because, like, looking at it now, like, seeing how fucking far Louis and Niall have come just makes me so happy. They really kind of said, fuck you, Simon Cowell, and I love it. Apparently, like, Niall, like, I forget what year exactly, he needed this knee surgery. Like, it was like a knee surgery he needed. Like, it was crucial. He needed it. But Simon was like, oh, like, no, I don't want you to miss work. Like, you're not gonna get it because you can't miss work. Like, you can't have this important knee surgery you need because you can't miss work. Imagine. The boys were so overworked because Simon is such a shitty person who didn't give a shit about their well-being at all. Management didn't give a shit about them. They gave a shit about the money they would make, but not them as people. Not them or their well-being at all. Back to the whole brands thing. Them having their own individual brand was like so like hurtful and like mean to them. Like Harry was branded as this like flirt who like hooked up with a lot of girls, and like that still carried over into his solo career. And then like people think it's okay to like ask about like his personal life and like his dating life. Like, no. What? Like, he was 16 and people were like, oh, you sleep with a lot of girls, huh? Like, you are asking a minor. It infuriates the shit out of me. It infuriates the shit out of me. Harry was a minor. Like, he was 16 years old and people were asking about his sex life. In what world is that ever okay? Because he was so branded as this, like, flirty guy, like, dated a lot of women, and a lot of older women. Like, people were like, oh, like, that, it's okay to talk about that then. Like, oh my gosh. It, like, no, it's not. It's not okay. It just makes me so angry. Like, hearing about all the shit they had to go through, oh my gosh. Literally, they were so overworked, and it was such, like, a shitty label. They were going through such shit. Liam developed an alcohol problem. Like, he would go on stage drunk. You don't think he should get help? You know, you don't give a shit. Okay, you just want money. All right, okay, cool. There's a scene in the movie where, like they wake up Zayn to, like, record. And he's like, what time is it? And the guy's like, you've been asleep for 10 minutes. They were so overworked. They were touring with Take Me Home while recording Midnight Memories at the same time. Like, they got a few days of a break. Like, you don't think maybe they should have a little longer? You don't think maybe constantly touring and recording is a little draining, just a little bit? You don't think maybe they should, like, sleep? You know, get a healthy sleep schedule, like, make sure everything's okay? And Zayn developed an eating disorder because he didn't have time to eat. He didn't have time to eat. What the fuck? I'm gonna, like, try and calm down. Now knowing, like, all this shit, like, good. I'm happy Zayn left. Like, I'm glad he's doing his own thing. I'm happy he got out of that toxic environment. Like, as much as I want them to come back as a band, they're all killing it with their solo careers, and they're all just happier. Like, they're not under fucking Psycho's management. They're not under fucking Simon asshole Cowell. They are not under control anymore, and I'm so happy for them. Let's move on to a lighter subject. Let's talk about their 10-year anniversary. So the 10-year anniversary was something. We all clowned a lot. Everyone thought they were gonna drop the Infinity video, and they didn't. I wish they did. That's okay. They had this whole, like, interactive website thing, and that was really cool. And they had all, like, the 4K music videos. And then X Factor released their diaries in, like, HD. OT4 tweeted about it, so very happy. Obviously Harry was the last tweet, and there was a lot of people wondering if he would or not. He did, though. Oh, and in Louis' tweet he added Zayn, and that was a huge thing. I wasn't necessarily expecting something big. I feel like for 10 years, like, it would have been nice if they did something. A lot of people were saying they should have released, like, a perfume called Olivia, and I was like, that would have been cute. It's cute that they all tweeted and everything, and we got that. And, you know, the San Siro video. was up for 24 hours, the stream, so that was cute. That was nice. I watched that like twice. I also have the Up All Night tour DVD. I watched that. That was fun. I found an old One Direction book I had. I read that. I've been listening to like all their solo music and like obviously One Direction. I don't know. It's just been kind of nice. I'm so sad. I was so hyped to like buy Niall Horan merch, but it's like all sold out. Like all of it. I'm sad. I also watched all the Adventures of One Direction with my friend Cameron. Hi Cameron. Those were so funny. Should thank the Lord for Mark Parsons. Going on vacation on Saturday. That's fun. Gonna see Mia, my bestie. I bought some lip glosses, so I'm waiting for those to come in. I might buy One Direction merch. I might do it. Cooper! Editing this video is gonna be really fun because I hate myself. Oh, Zayn's gonna be a dad. Good thing about that. Him and Gigi Hadid are having a child. Good for them. 3 out of 5 are gonna be fathers. Also, can we not send hate to Liam? I understand this music's kind of bad, but can we not? Like, let's not be mean. Wait, also Louis, why are we hating on Louis? Why are we doing that? What is the point? Like, bro, what's the point? What is the point? Why? If you're a freaking Harry stan, and then you become a One Direction stan, and you just shit on all the other members, fuck you. Listen, Liam's done and said some things. I get it. Call him out. Niall the bad boy, give it a rest. Niall the church boy, more like.
Niall the bad boy, give it a rest. Niall the church boy, more like.
Wow, 2013 really was a fun year. I feel like 2013 was probably fine. I think it was a good year. I think I was probably still going through my Justin Bieber phase at that time, if I'm being honest. I saw their concert in 2012, Up All Night tour. Fun vibe, fun vibe. I went with my 3 cousins. I was like I said, 8, so I was very small, and I had to stand on a chair. We all like made shirts, and on the back mine said Mrs. Payne, because Liam was my favorite. I don't really remember. It was my first concert ever. But the girls in front of us had fake tickets, so like they like couldn't get in, obviously. I also walked into a pole because I had never been up past midnight before, so I was like, I'm so tired, and I just right in a pole. I had the Liam doll, but like not like the good ones. I have like a shitty one. Let's talk about Walls by Louis Tomlinson, because I feel like we should. It slapped so fucking hard. Holy shit. Man's really popped off. He really dropped that, left his label, and then followed Harry and Zayn on Twitter. And I think that was so epic of him. I feel like they all kind of popped off with their albums. Like Liam. Okay, Liam has some good songs. I'm gonna be honest. Midnight and Remember are my faves. But there are some that are like kind of a vibe where I'm like, oh, okay, you know. I don't hate it. I'm not mad. Like, you could have done better. But like, no. Okay, also Heartbreak Weather by Niall Horan slaps so hard. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy to see all of them thriving. And like, as much as I do really want a reunion, like they're all in such a good place right now where like, I don't know. They're all just happy. They're doing their own thing. You know? And they're all just kind of vibing, and I'm happy for them. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. Okay, bye.